NFL Week 17. I am Ryan Ribeiro, joined by Bryson Stricker. After 16 weeks of not hitting a single one of our anytime touchdown lays, we come here to Week 17 on our knees, begging, please, let this be the week. Let this be the week. Bryson, do we feel like it's the week? The few days after Christmas, dude, can we deliver a gift?
Dude, it feels vibey. And you want to know why it feels vibey? You remember what happened last holiday? I think we made it to the last leg. We made it to the last leg.
We did. Zay Flowers, baby.
So I'm going to say, so we cooking today, bro. There's so many free bet. There's so many free people. We have to win.
We have to.
We're going to win.
Have to.
I feel strong about that.
It's not just about winning for us either. We've got people in the chat here. I've got the YouTube chat open. I've got the app chat open. I see Get Bidded 7-6 dropped 2 money emojis. We've got Clout God 3 in here. Ant Cortez also dropped the money emojis. Wes Bonner LFG. Tony Hilla over on the YouTube chat said TS is crazy. Brock Purdy LVR said 49ers or Bears. We'll get to that later, but spoiler alert, 49ers for me. This is the day we cook, Bryson. But before we cook, you know what we do. We slide the doors open in between us, and we take a look at the most bet anytime touchdown scores over at DraftKings.
Cover your eyes.
I'll cover my eyes. Okay. I have to. I would have to say this is Devon Achane. Am I correct?
No, he is third.
Jonathan Taylor still up there?
He's like 7th.
Yeah, I mean that checks out. Christian McCaffrey.
2nd.
God. All right, one more guess. It would be nice if I had one in the chamber here. I don't. I'm gonna. It's over.
Oh, you're missing another big favorite. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good point. Probably when we get to the public betting order, probably the most bet team today. Actually, I don't think that's true, but yeah, I mean this all checks out to me. JSN at number 1, Christian McCaffrey, who lives on this list, I think since week 1, and as long as this guy's healthy, he'll be here. Devon Achane against Tampa Bay. Trey McBride up there. I find that interesting considering the Cardinals are big dogs today and don't like to score a lot of points as of late. Jaylen Warren, Jamar Chase, after saying the one thing that he needs to end this season is to score a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, Chase Brown, and Mike Evans to close things off in a must-win game for the Tampa Bay Bucks against the Miami Dolphins. Okay, Bryson, are we ready? You go over to DraftKings. I'll let you know what the chat's feeling.
I'm a DraftKings.
Bobby,
I'm ready.
I love that, dude. Let me read some chat. Bobby 6 Kane said, "Thank God it's Sunday." Ignacio 7110, Jason Taylor, anytime touchdown and over 75 is a lock. I'm going to assume he's talking about Jonathan Taylor, and autocorrect pushed it to Jason Taylor. Barner touchdown from Cairo Egyptians. Devil Dog USMC. What's going on, brother? He said, Ryan and Bry, salutations. Salutations, sir. Good morning. Get Bidded 76 said, let's use that Christmas cash and get rich today, boys. With that being said, Juwan Jennings without Kittle is a lock. Go Heels also said Rocket Sanders. I assume he's talking about Raheem Sanders. You're starting this off with Jamar Chase.
How do we not?
You think it's that easy?
It has to be that easy. And you know what? You know the reason I feel really confident about it? I have 2 reasons. One, last time he played the Cardinals, 52 fantasy points, 3 tutties, 200-something yards, bro. Smoked him. Second reason.
Yeah.
I know you don't know this because the Northeast is a little cold outside, ain't it, Ryan? It's a little cold outside, ain't it?
It's very cold. Yeah.
It's warm in the Midwest. 62 degrees in Cincinnati today, bro.
No, it's
beautiful weather. Yes, it is. Bro, I'm telling you, it's warm in the middle. It is 70 degrees on Christmas in Kansas, bro. It is warm right now, brother.
Oh, my God. I just looked. It's 664. It's nuts, dude.
Come on, Ryan. This is free, bro. Free
this guy's
mac and cheese.
Dude, this guy is like he's playing in the Pro Bowl right now. He's like I went to Hawaii, 64 in Cincinnati. I was in Cincinnati in November. It was like 32. That's nuts,
dude. The global warming, nuts. Bro. Global warming.
You go. We don't get political on this show. I love it. I love it. Listen. At the end of the day, Joe Burrow's best friend says, "I need to get a touchdown." I think we get him a touchdown before we go to this game, because I do have I'm interested to hear what your thoughts on it are. I want to get to some more chat. Because G Smith is in here. That's our boy. He said Kenny Gaines, and it's interesting because you're already on that game. Hush loves ball. Mike Evans over 60 yards. This is a touchdown lay, sir. Sir, this is what is that, sir? This is a Krabby Patty. I don't
know that one? I'm not familiar. I'm familiar with the man. This is the Wendy's. I'm a man. This is the Wendy's guy.
Oh, that's yeah. I think that's what I meant to say. I looped SpongeBob into it. That's my bad. Hurts and Allen. Hurts and Allen, I think, are locks from A. Cortez. Another legend coming in here. Have you guys hit one of these in the last 2 years from Celtics 35-33? In the last 2 years, it's a stretch. What else? Jennings, king of the end zone from Cairo Egyptians. It's 80 in Texas right now from BR Creator Studio. And then Devil Dog USMC, Cook, Charbonnet, Manungai, anytime touchdown. Okay. I don't like anyone from this game. I'm curious why you're here.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to the top. I figured we work our way down. You know what I mean?
Okay. I would say no from that game. This game, I don't like this game. No.
I don't like neither. I'll say this. I know you're going to like a pick here, and I respect that you like a pick, but this game's funky, dunky, wonky, brother.
Yeah.
Funky, dunky, wonky.
I'm excited to talk about this game when it comes to my best bets, and based on that, and if anyone's been here a loyalist in the show, I would assume you know who I'm taking based on that. But I could be talked off of it easily. I kind of like Dylan Sampson.
I mean, yeah, I do too in theory, but it's like, dude, I don't like, honestly, like, what if the Browns win 3-0? Like, has anyone thought about that?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I assume if it's warm in Cincy, it's got to be warm in Cleveland, right?
Yeah. Well, let's see. Whether
there's no way. They're like an hour and a half apart, I think.
Dude, you'd be surprised. It's 45 degrees in Cleveland.
That is insane. That is genius. Weather is nuts, bro. I'm going to become a conspiracy theory guy, man. That is insane.
I am seeing, by the way, I don't want the chat to think I'm ignoring them. I am seeing a bunch of Harold Fenton Jr.'s in this chat. G. Smith is saying either Harold Fenton Jr. or Kenny G. My only problem with Harold Fenton Jr. is he's been nursing an injury this past week, and he's questionable today.
Yeah.
That's not to say I don't think he's like, he's going to suit up. He's going to suit up. I don't love taking a guy who's dealing with an injury that has kept him out of practice. It's not my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, I think we could circle back to this game. Like, I wouldn't hate coming back to Kenny G if time's right.
Okay, I'm in. Yeah, this is another one where it's like it's either going to be every Patriot who's going to score, or yeah.
Stinky.
All right, man. This is where things get interesting. I like Emeka Egbuka, but I don't think people are going to want to get in on that.
I like Emeka Egbuka.
His offensive coordinator came out this week and said that he needs to get him the ball more.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. You know what I kind of like? I mean, if we wanted to check down, like quite literally, Bucky Irving seems vibey. And you want to know the reason why I feel it's vibey? Is because Sean Tucker keeps stealing carries, bro. And it's like he's on the front. I don't think Sean Tucker should be at the top of this list at all, bro. I watched that Bucs game last week, and I think I'm gonna say this. I think Bucky Irving out there way more than Sean Tucker is. That's what I'm gonna say about that.
Oh, I completely agree with you. The only problem with this is if Bucky Irving gets tackled inside the 5, that's it. Like it's Sean Tucker time, and that's the only thing. So we're betting on Bucky Irving, which is not a bad bet. He does it a lot. We're betting on Bucky Irving to score more than a 5-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I can get behind Igbuka, bro. You think like it's a chat vibe with Igbuka? I'm vibing with
Igbuka. The chat is not going to like it. I don't think there's anyone who likes Emeka Igbuka anymore, to be completely honest with you, which is part of the reason why I also like him. But no, Cho24 said Igbuka is going to sell my awards parlay. G Smith said Waller is a sneaky one too. And then Fat Joe 184 said Mike Evans. And then Get Bitted 76 said Darren Waller, life is too short.
What about Payne Durham?
You're nuts.
Dude, I think I like Emeka, bro. I think you've sold me, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad bet. Now, here's the thing. Can I say something before we move on here? Because I just want to give you the full picture. Last week, he ran less routes than Jalen McMillan, essentially becoming the Bucs wide receiver 4. I do think it speaks volumes, though, when your offensive coordinator comes out and says, I need to get that guy the ball more, and I needed to get it to him early. Also, on top of the fact that like Emeka Igbuka was one of the league's best wide receivers for the first 10 weeks of the season. Like, I just think, I don't know. This is a must-win game for Tampa Bay. I don't think they can play cute here. So now again, the past few weeks we've come on this show and said the Bucs can't lose today. The Bucs can't lose today, and they've been losing. So there's that as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in on it. I think we can continue to move on here.
Yeah,
I don't know how you 100%. Feel about that.
No, I'm with it. And I mean, worst case, we circle back. I'm a worst case circle back guy. I'm a big worst case circle back
guy. Can I say something from the YouTube chat? Jonathan Cedro25 said, I like Rico Dowdle. Always runs well at home, and Panthers known to upset big teams as big dogs. And then in parentheses, put Rams Packers, just in case I wasn't a ball knower. I appreciate that, Jonathan Cedro.
That's a good take by him. I won't disagree, but it's like, the thing is we passed that game already. So I'd have to scroll all the way back up to the top. I don't necessarily want to do that. But I mean,
Legendary Onion.
Circle back. I think we might have like a circle. We might have to circle back as a group. You know, we got a couple of picks we might have to circle back to as a group.
I completely agree. Nick Stradamus is in here. Al Mendoza said, I agree. I just didn't know if you wanted to go in order. Yeah, go throw in Jalen Hurts because Nick Stradamus is 100% correct. 100% correct.
Jalen Hurts scoring today.
Jalen Hurts hasn't scored since before Christ. So there's that, which is fantastic for us. I love that.
Yep.
Where are we at odds-wise so far?
12.
Fat Joe is so right, dude. I just can't. I just don't like the Saints in this game. That's the only problem. Dude.
It's got to be cold in Tennessee. It has to be cold in Tennessee. I got to peep the weather. Nashville.
Dude.
It's warm. It's so warm everywhere. It's so warm, right? What do you think the temperature is in Nashville, Tennessee right now?
62.
70 degrees.
That's nuts. That's nuts. You would think it's September. I got 9 inches of snow on the ground out here.
Holy smokies.
Yeah, holy smokies is right.
Can I ask a serious question? Why is Taysom Hill right here and Chuckman's down here?
I can't see Chuckman.
Oh, sorry. I forgot the screen's covered up.
Oh, Shuckman. Sorry. I do have the answer for this. They told him to protect himself more. They did not like the way that he was running in the weeks before. I was watching the Jets game last week, and he would take off like he would walk. He's like Jackson Dart if Jackson Dart had an IQ over 80. Like he took off and then he got 4 yards down the field and slid. And then he did that like 3 times in a row. And the announcers were like, yeah, his coaches told him like, we don't want you taking hits anymore. So that's why.
That'll do it.
In my opinion, I think if the Saints get within the 5, their goal line back is Taysom Hill. I mean, we saw it last week. They're like that. There's definitive proof. And Taysom Hill scored. There was just a flag that brought it back. I don't think they have any obligation to get him in the end zone, but I do think that he is their preference of, okay, we get with inside the 5, we're giving it to Taysom. That's my take.
I mean, you don't got to beg me to throw Taysom Hill in here.
Okay, so here's my thing. I'll say this. I am down to put Taysom Hill in here, but I think in that instance, we should probably take out Emeka Egbuka. That's my take. I think that
what's
we
your
can't have
suggestion on who we're replacing him with?
Well, it's not my suggestion. The chat's got about 12 different suggestions in here. We got Rico Dowdle from Jonathan Cedro at YouTube. We've got Genty from G. Smith. We've got Trevor Lawrence from Legendary Onion. We've got Travion Henderson from A.V. Abramson. Jalen Warren from Mookie Kabuki. That nuts name. Oliver Closeoff says Jamar Chase walks off the field today. Watch. He's Oliver Closeoff has got Jamar Chase pulling an Antonio Brown at 10-1. Genty or Kenny G. Genty to me feels like a safer play because I think this game is like this Giants Raiders game is an all time, like when that 4:00 window hits, that's when you take time to go see your family, check in, maybe go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
You're not watching this game.
Yeah, no, I agree, dude. I'll say this. I'm perfectly fine clicking this X next to Emeka Egbuka's name. I just need everyone in the chat. I need everybody in the chat to just acknowledge it that he's going to score a touchdown after I do this. Like I just need us all to be on the same page about this, and I'm perfect. As long as everyone's on the same page, I'm fine with it. It's like, yep, this show, every time we talk about people, we don't put them in the way, they always score. Happens every week. It's happened 16 damn weeks in a row, bro. Like every week this happens. And so I'm going to click it. We're going to get rid of Emeka Egbuka, and I promise you on Red Zone in 7 minutes in the first slate, that's what's going to happen. Holy smokes.
Al Mendoza is saying Evans for Egbuka. Mayfield threw it twice at the 1 to Evans. That is true.
I saw that last week.
Yeah, the Bucks tush push is a fade to Mike Evans. That's 100%.
Yes.
That's 100% true. Fat Joe wants to leave him. I am interested because the chat's been screaming for it since Got Bid at 76 dropped it in here, and there's a few people who have said it afterwards. Juwan Jennings without George Kittle today. I know it's a Sunday night game, and we haven't really taken too much of a look at it.
Can I give a good take about that?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I bet Juwan Jennings yards over last game against the Colts on Monday night. And for the first 30 minutes of that football game, I thought I lost everything. Thought I was going to have to retire from gambling.
Oh, yeah.
And mind you, in the second half, my boy got some catches. That's all good in the other. But it's like, bro, they got other dude. They be throwing it to everybody. I don't know that Kittle being out is like, all of a sudden Juwan Jennings can get. It's like they throw the ball to Demarcus Robinson. They throw the ball to Pearsall. They throw the ball to Kyle Juszczyk and Tongue Man, whatever the hell his name is. They throw the ball to everybody. And so my take is like, I'm not taking Juwan Jennings because George Kittle is out. If we like Juwan Jennings, I'm fine with that. But I don't think we should be like, oh, George Kittle's out. Because, like, they're just going to replace him with another guy.
Yeah. Al Mendoza said, Tonjes, anytime touchdown, I need him for fantasy too. Had to sit Kittle, shaking my head. Nick Stradamus said, Tonjes, touchdown.
There's no world we can end this parlay with Tonjes. Like, I'll say this, Ryan. I'll say this. And there comes a point where you and I have to make business decisions on behalf of our chat. We have a boss we have to face. And we have to tell him this parlay because he's going to tail it. And he told us that we had to do all minus odds players. And then he decided to relinquish that 15 minutes before the show started today. And so we go to him. As like he said, it has to win. He said, you can do whatever you want, but it has to win. And we go to him and we say, Taysom Hill, Jake Tonges. Bro, we're done. We're done. They're never putting us on the airwaves again.
Do you know the last time that Jake Tonges had more than one target in a game?
No, I don't.
October 12th. Now.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll say this. I'll say this. I think he's been hurt, and that's very clearly the timeline is when George Kittle was out. That I feel like if we take out Taysom Hill and put in Jake Tonges, I think we could do this. And Get Bit at 76 said Tonges is now scoring, by the way.
Holy smokes, dude.
I think this is gonna hit.
This is insane.
Tonges was so Mac nuts. Jones' guy, is what Cortez said. Yeah. Dude, I think we could do this. I imagine Sunday Night Football. I will say,
one thing I like about this. The one thing I like about this is we can all agree that Tonges was legitimately robbed of a touchdown last week.
Yes.
Like, legitimately, like, not reviewed, like, he 100% scored. Robbed.
Yes.
And so it's like, maybe Brock wants to get his guy back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And yes. Colorado straight flush said, I think Parker Washington is due. Parker Washington, not a bad play today as well. He's been getting the rock a lot. But I think Jacoby Myers is now the guy there. Should go Luther Burden over.
Can I ask you a serious question, Ryan?
Yeah.
That's a serious question. I guess Buffalo is going to definitely be. Okay.
We got 2 games in that.
Would you believe me if I told you that San Francisco is 20 degrees colder than every Midwest game we put in the parlay? That is insane.
I unfortunately would. San Francisco's weird with weather like that, dude. It's like it's like very much winter there, minus the snow. So
no global warming over there. Okay, that checks. All right, man. Dude. I mean, what a parlay, dude. Like, I will say again. I actually want to say one last thing. I think there is one alternative reality we could do here, and it's like, I know the chat would like, some of them would, the every weekers would vibe with this. Some of these people are like, why the hell am I watching the show? What if we legitimately just like put everybody that we talked about in there? Like, just went 8 legs. Have we considered that?
Yeah, you literally just said.
I might take that.
That's fine, but you just said 5 minutes ago, we have a boss we have to explain this to.
I know, but it's like, at this point, we're hitting him with Jake Tonges. I feel like we might as well just go all in. You know what I mean?
Is there a world that we give him this? Is there a world we give him this lay, and he's like, no, Tonges is sharp. I don't think there is.
I think what I'll do, Ryan, is I'll bet this parlay 260 to 1, and I'll drop it in our chat. Like, this is the parlay this week.
All right, sounds good. Okay.
Do we want to throw one of the Steelers guys in here? Do we want to throw Harold Fannin in? Or Warren? Or Kenny G? Kenny G. We talked Kenny G. We talked Kenny G.
We did talk Kenny G. Yeah.
Anybody else? We talked Dowell.
Rico.
Dude.
Yeah, Rico.
2,068 to 1 parlay, bro. Come on.
This is what happens when
all right, you can read off the real parlay. You can read off the real parlay. All you.
AJ Brown Book Club said, I may frame this ticket the day the boys stuck it to their boss. Proud of you guys. Cameron said, I'm not trying to go to work tomorrow. 8 legs sounds nice. All right, here's the parlay. AV Abrams said, I feel bad for it. He's been dropping Travion Henderson in here the entire time. We couldn't do it. Okay, here's the parlay. Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown against the Arizona Cardinals. Jalen Hurts to get his tush pushed or just to run one in against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Ashton Genty to score a touchdown against the New York Giants, and then to wrap it up on Sunday Night Football in the Bay Area in the battle for the 1 seed. Jake Tonges to get in against the Chicago Bears. 4 legs, 21 to 1 over on DraftKings. If you like it, go over there, add a little boost to it. I think they got a 30% boost today. Add a promo, whatever you want to add to this thing. Go over there, bet it on DraftKings. If you don't like it, you could do all of the same things that I just mentioned and build your own parlay over on DraftKings Sportsbook. Oh, it's getting late, Bri. We got to win. It's getting late. It's getting late.
5 o'clock in the morning. The boys got to hit the parlay, or the boss
I will say, though, this is the most chat we've ever, most chat-centric we've ever been. The chat jumped in here late and said Jake Tonges, and we said, you know what? They know ball, we don't. Let's rock.
Dude, I cannot believe that we are going to hit the first 3 legs of this, and then everyone else is also going to hit, and it's like going to come down to Jake Tonga's Sunday Night Football to decide if I ever come back to this job, because it's like we're going to be in a when I have my 2,000 to 1 parlay for 25 fucking bucks, and I'm going to win five. I mean, am I wrong? That's 50 racks, right? Yeah, that's 50 racks. So I'm telling you, if I win 50 racks today, I'm quitting this job. So if we hit the parlay, this was my last show. If we don't, the parlay boss is probably going to kill us. So one or the other.
There we go. What a spot to be. Okay, time for our best bets. We're gonna go through this a little quicker than usual, but before public betting warning, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna guess who the most bet side is today. I am gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, by 1%. Come on.
By 1%.
Come on, that was huge. I'm actually shocked the Bucs are that high, but we'll get into that in a second. Steelers minus 4.5 against the Cleveland Browns. Bucs minus 5.5 against Miami Dolphins. Patriots minus 13.5 against the New York Jets. Saints minus 1.5 against the Tennessee Titans, and then the Bengals minus 7 against the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, let's get into our best bets here. I'm gonna start this thing off, Bri. Give me the Browns. I got this number, and I'm not proud to admit this. So I just want to let you know this. I'm not proud to admit this. I still like it. I got the Browns at 3.5. Got it last night. Here's the thing, though. I think the Browns are going to win this game. That's what I'll say. I think the Browns are going to win this game outright. They're giving us 4.5 points, though. In my case, they gave me 3.5 points. And I will take that any day of the week. You have to think 2 things. One thing, Dacavius Metcalf out today. He's suspended for 2 games until the potential postseason for Pittsburgh. I think without Dacavius, that offense looks troublesome.
Stinky.
I don't like. What's up?
Stinky. They look stinky.
Yes. I don't love an offense where Calvin Austin II is your wide receiver 1. Let me put that on the line here. The second thing you have to say here is this Browns front, one of the most talented in all of football. So now you've eliminated your passing game, essentially, with your best receiver now out, and you have to run the ball against one of the best run defenses in all of football. This game is going to be close. They're giving us points on the Browns side. Again, I think they win. Shout out to Shedeur Sanders, but I'll take the 4.5. And this sets up the National Football League and the Steelers and the Ravens for a win or go home game next week. People love television. People love rivalries. Give me the Browns. Give it.
I like it. This next pick is actually going to be coming from you. I'm actually going to be subbing out one of my picks. Just because you shouted this out and I peeped it and I was like, this is just incredible. Dude, Emeka Egbuka to get a catch in the first quarter is minus 124. Oh, so he said he got to get on the rock. I mean, it don't get any easier than that.
Nope, it does not. I'll also say this. I added a little Emeka Egbuka 25-plus receiving yards into a parlay I did. I like that a lot. Only one game this year that he's played from beginning to end without injury. Has he not gotten that? In that game, he got 9 targets. This guy's getting. I understand why people don't like Emeka Egbuka. Fantasy football's involved. I think he steps up today. I don't know if he's going to look like the old guy, but I think he's back. I love that bet from you.
Agreed.
While we're here, this is unfortunate. I got a better number. Now, stay up. I'm taking the Colts. I got the Colts at 5.5. It's now 4.5. That makes me feel good. But this is a classic Jaguars just had an unbelievable win. Like a stomping like nobody saw coming, which is great for them. Huge win over the Broncos. I think people forget sometimes there's a team that's there at heart that you have to remember is there. And I think everyone remembers that Texans game when Davis Mills was quarterback for Houston, where it was ugly and they blew it late at the end. And I'm not saying they're going to get up by 27 on the Colts and then lose this game. It's not a similar thing. But the Jaguars still have that in them. And I think people are forgetting that because they're playing up to their competition. This is a classic. Colts haven't won in forever, have a grandpa at quarterback. I think they keep the game close. It's in division. These games are always Jacksonville and Indy is always weird. So give me the Colts plus 4.5.
I agree with you. I'm going back to old reliable. Screwed me last week. Both my picks screwed me last week. Jacoby Brissett, 2 passing touchdowns. Bengals defense. Poo-poo.
Yeah, this Bengals defense is bad.
Poo-poo.
Bengals defense.
And guess what? It's warm in Cincy. It's warm. It's warm out there.
It's basically like he's playing in Arizona.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, last one from me. Give me Titans plus 1.5. This is a bit. What? What's wrong?
I had a pick for that game.
Damn. I hope you can SGP it. I hope you can do it. I'll say this. I think this is a bigger game for Cam Ward than anyone else. This is hey, I was the number 1 pick in the draft. Hey, this 34-year-old, it was their 2nd-round pick, and people are thinking that he's better than me. Thinking better than me. Saints have been playing fantastic football as of late. I have loved betting on the Saints throughout the course of this year. I think for one of my final rides of this season on the New Orleans Saints, I think I got to hop off the bus, and I think I got to go against them. It's the meme from The Wire where the gun is out and he's got one single tear streaking down the face. That's what I'm doing with the New Orleans Saints right now. Titans have started to look a little bit better. I think this is a really good spot for them at home. I think they win the game. Again, you're giving me 1.5. I'll take it. I think the game's weird.
Yeah. I like where you're going there. I'm in a tough spot here. I think I'm an SGP, brother.
All right. Do it.
Go back to old reliable.
Tajay,
baby. Tajay fitting. Obviously, I got 15 at minus 130. She is minus 156 now. Yeah, I just don't see how he doesn't get over this. I don't see how. Probably 35-yard reception loss somehow. But yeah, I really like this, man. And I'll say this too. I really like Cam Ward first quarter passing yards, but I've come to realize with that market, if you get the ball second, sometimes you're cooked.
Yes.
So
yes. That's risky. So I'm in. By the way, is this the first time you've just yesed me on all my picks?
I like your picks.
Thank you, man.
I will say I will not be joining you on Colts. I won't be joining you on the Titans either, if I'm being transparent with you. I did tease the Titans. I did a little teaser, little morning teaser. Anyone that likes being teased in the morning, telling you right now, take some of these ugly dogs, get them up above a score. Just saying.
And then that's it. I will say Colts, though, started the week as 7-point dogs. As the ugliest dog of the week, they're now 4.5. Again, it's one of those bets where you hate yourself for taking it because about the product you're about to watch, but I think it is a good bet. So I would like to read some chat here before we get out of here. Jay Ross said ChatGPT has odds Steelers over the Browns, folks. Since when have we ever listened to ChatGPT about our best bets, Bryson? Never. It's never happened.
I will say,
never happened.
Ryan, can I give you a pick? I would have shown it on DraftKings, but they're no longer showing the DraftKings on the screen. I have a pick today that you probably just aren't even aware of is happening. Are you ready?
Yeah.
New York Golf Club, TGL. Such a
we
good
need
pick.
Music. We need music like the Oscars has music to start playing us off.
Such a good pick.
That is nuts.
That is such a good pick.
2 more. I'm not even entertaining that. D-Man 6, Chimere DK touchdown. Michael C2 over in the YouTube chat. Bengals under 30.5 points. Okay, friends. This was a lot of fun. As always, it was a ton of fun. I think we listened to the chat today more than I think we ever have. In building this touchdown lay. I hope that means good luck for us, and I hope that means a win. For Bryson Stricker, I am Ryan Ribeiro. Let's win our bets and we'll catch you next time. Peace.